all over the world, for centuries. Gift of Legacy is peer-to-peer, it's decentralized, it's by the people for the people. It's for like-hearted and like-minded people who believes in the universal law, that you should give in order to receive. This perpetual system is never-ending, recurring, passive, infinite. It moves with you and the community, from a $100 gifting activity, to a $5,000 gifting activity. Returning gifts from $800 all the way up to $40,000, over and over again. And it all starts with that first $100 unconditional gift, also the only $100 you ever have to take out of your own pocket. Designed in such a way that everyone can achieve success by simply following the guidelines. Gift of Legacy is changing what you know about gifting, with its unique algorithm, ensuring continuous flow of the boards, taking care of the newcomer, while rewarding the team builder. It's automated, worldwide, and by invitation only, an invitation by someone who wants you to receive in abundance. So, are you ready to take part in the world's most exciting gifting activity?
Well, I'm ready, I'm here, and I love being here. Welcome everybody to our Thursday evening training. You really want to invite your friends to be here. Tonight we're having a beautiful presentation. We've had it before. It's an amazing training, and we are so blessed, and I'm deeply, deeply honored to introduce you to Beverly Smith and Elisabeth Tepper-Coffert. They are going to be presenting for us tonight. They are going to be helping us to understand what to do when we're inviting people to this invitation-only community, and what to do when people say no, when people object. That's something that scares many people, because the only requirement when you join Gift of Legacy is to send an unconditional gift to the legend on your board and to invite two like-minded people to join you on this journey. So how do you deal with those objections? So ladies, thank you for being here tonight. Thank you for sharing your wisdom and knowledge. I'm so looking forward to this. I'm going to hand over to Elisabeth, and you guys can take it from there. Thank you.
Thanks, Adele.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. It's so nice to be here and so lovely to be sharing this with you guys. We prepared it with a lot of love, Bev and I. So, Bev, do you want to say something before we start?
I do. I truly do. I want to welcome each and everyone to this training that has helped not only myself, but has helped some people in my team, that I showed them what is available when you join Gift of Legacy. Thank you, Elisabeth, for stepping up again and becoming my team, our team of training. Thank you.
Yeah. So let's do this, guys. So today we're going to talk about objections, as Adele said, and thanks, Adele, for the introduction. This thing, when you have to tell people to accompany you, to come with you on a trip, it's like, oh my God, but they have to pay. It's like scary. So you have to ask them to pay, to give you money, not you, but to give money to somebody they don't know, to a system they've never heard of. And it sounds so nice. And how can it be so nice? How can it be so simple? And one of the things I just want to share before we go into the presentation is about simplicity. Simplicity is not, just letting things pass and doing things because they're there. Doing something for it to seem simple is very complicated. So when you see that it's simple, it's not really so. There's a whole bunch of things going on in the background that may make it seem simple, but it's not really that simple. So let's go with the objections, yes, and how to answer them, what to tell people So, yeah, Bev and I will be how to handle this, So one of the things we'd like you to just take a couple of minutes is to think about what are the most common objections for you. And just write them down. Write them on a piece of paper or just think about them. What is it that people tell you? Or what are you afraid of when you have to talk with people? What are the most common objections for you? Just think about that. So it may be, no, oh, no, I don't have the money, or I don't have the time, or whatever. So we're going to talk about these things today. And one of the most important things to understand, and why we say don't think for people, don't make decisions for others, just invite them. Just invite them. Because some people, as I did, some people just jump in because they feel it from their heart. And they say, yes. And they just, if they don't have the money, they'll find it. They'll just find, I came in with $100. There was no cold board at that time. And it was like, okay, $100, I'll just get it. Let me see where I get it. I didn't have it in my bank account at the moment, but I got it because I just know this works. And some people, unlike me, but maybe like you, need to process this. They need some time. So, and there are people, and I don't know if you've met any, who always answer no. That's their first reaction to anything you propose. Even it's, let's go to a movie. No, I can't because, whatever. Or let's have a really nice dinner. No, because, there's always a no because. So some people are like that. Not everybody says yes. Okay? So just keep that in mind when you are talking with people. Just keep that in mind. Okay, so what are the 10 most common objections that, and maybe you have a different one, and we'll open chat and microphones at the end. One is I don't have the money. I don't have the time. It's a pyramid scheme. I need to talk to my whoever. I don't know any people. Where am I going to get 2 invitees? I don't know that many people. I don't want to sell anything. I'm not a salesperson. I have to think about it. My focus is on something else right now. Right now my focus is on something else. So that's one of those issues as well. Some people compare this to multi-level marketing. And of course, basic, no, I'm not coming in. Okay, so Bev, are you ready for our first objection?
Yes, I am. I am. Thank you, Elisabeth. I really have a lot of fun when I read about these objections. The objection of I don't have the money, I would like people to think in their hearts and in their minds, how many years have you been working? And think of your age. How old are you? And if you are so many years old, which means you have, and you can calculate this because this is different for everyone, so many paychecks left before you get a chance to retirement. Well, this gifting community gives you the chance to take responsibility of your life and get on top of your finances. That was the part that had me so joyful. I'm 74 years old and I met this 2 years ago, so you can imagine how joyful I was when I saw that. Now, if you lost your job tomorrow, How many months can you survive before you are on the streets without any money? Another I don't have the money answer is, have you worked out how much money you need per month to survive? And years ago, I was like, well, this is not ever going to be enough for me when I retire. That's why I had the blessings of being invited to Gift of Legacy. Have you ever owned your own business or explored how much it costs to set up a traditional business? Do you have a degree, a diploma? How long did it take to get it? And did you work while you were studying? That part is the hard part, to go to school and go to work. And then here comes inflation. Your current income depends on you alone. Take you out of the picture and the income stops. Isn't that frightening to think? If something should happen to you and you have no way of getting the income that you have been accustomed to, and then you are trading time for money. Another part of I don't have the money is very, very, very funny. We have all made decisions to get us to where we are today. And this gifting community can give you the opportunity to play catch up. Remember when we were children? I'll catch up with you at the school. I'll catch up with my monthly payment. But Gift of Legacy gives you the opportunity to develop a different future with only $25. First, an invitation, and then you choose $25 or $100. And that part made everything become crystal clear, like it did for my dear friend Elisabeth. And now Elisabeth will go on with the other objection.
Yeah. The next objection is I don't have the time. So, you can always ask, are you earning money while you sleep? Like, imagine receiving money while you're sleeping. How many hours a day do you work at your current job? I love this phrase. You are in an uncomfortable comfort zone. You're in a job just over broke. Yeah. So when does unless of course you have like one of these multi-million jobs, yeah. But most of our cases are not like that. So when does your boss let you go on holiday? Talking about time. How many days leave do you get? If you need an emergency holiday for 2 months, will you still get paid? Just to reflect, like these are all questions to reflect, even for ourselves, when we say, oh, this is not working. Oh, this is stuck. What's going on? Why isn't it moving? Why aren't my boards moving? Invite people. If you don't invite the people, it's not going to move. Okay, say, no, because my invitees are not inviting. Well, right. If your invitees are not inviting, it's not going to happen. So we have to work on that. And it takes time. It does take time. So you can participate in this gifting community around your life. You don't need to quit your job. You don't have time to build. I mean, really think about it. Don't you have time to build your financial security? So what happens if you don't put time into your job? Do you get paid? So this gifting community will move you from employee to a person with financial freedom. It doesn't happen overnight, but it can happen. So put in some effort now And this gifting community will grow while you are doing other things. We all do other things. Yeah. That is the power of a circular economy, of giving and receiving, of giving and receiving. If you participate in this gifting community as a daily routine, take the time you need, but keep it in your heart, keep it in your mind, do something every day. In the next 90 days, you will be starting to develop the legacy that you would love to leave for your loved ones. It starts there. It's not overnight. This is not quick money, but it happens. So, Bev.
Well, I enjoyed what you said about you don't have the time, because that one is very, very, one of them, the number two, definitely. But this one is another one that makes my heart feel so sad when I look at people who tells me it's a pyramid scheme. Now, inside of every one of us, we have this word pyramid scheme, and we think of a triangle. But our community is round. It's a circular pyramid, and I hope you have the vision and the dream mentality to see yourself giving and receiving, giving and receiving. Not only giving to the person on top, but giving and receiving. A brand new participant can move through the boards and receive more gifts than existing members. So that cuts out pyramid right there. There is no recruiting and no commissions in our community. That's another wonderful part that I really enjoyed seeing. And then here's a good one. Does your boss earn more than you? And your boss's boss? Who earns the most, you or they? Many structures in life are shaped like a pyramid. Companies, churches, governments, families, banks, schools, hospitals, and you can look through the large list. There's always someone at the top because someone has got to start it. But then what happens in circular, you come in, you go out, and you come back in and you go back out, and that was wonderful for me. We all have got the same opportunity in this gifting community to begin and thrive with love towards the goal of platinum. Oh yes, and when I saw that board, everything came together. But receiving over and over and over to infinity made me have this joy that has never left me in the 2 years, and I keep going strong. Elisabeth will come along with another very hilarious one. Go for it, Elisabeth.
Yeah, well, this is cool. I know many people find it difficult to make a decision, of course, when you are, you're married, you live with somebody, or you depend on somebody financially. You will always say, I need to speak to my spouse, to my dad, to my whoever, I've heard it. I need to speak with my son. I said, okay, good. Yeah. So tips for this. To avoid this objection when inviting to watch a Zoom call, you can try and get both of them on the call. Try getting them both. So you can say, and maybe you get them both on Gift of Legacy as well, yeah? So it's a great idea. So then you can join and do this together, yeah? So why don't you get him or her onto our next Zoom call, and let's do the work for you. Let us do the presentation. Let us tell him or her about what this is. Or even better, great. This can benefit you both. Let's all get on a Zoom call. and I can show you how to get the life you want and love. Just love this. It's so cute. I mean, I understand. I fully understand. When you live with somebody and you really want to involve them in all your decisions, cool. But don't stop there. Don't stop there. Just, give them the answer. Invite them in. Invite them all in. The whole family. Okay, Bev. So talking about people.
Yes, talking about people, which is the materia prima for what this gifting circular economy is all about. When you hear someone say, I don't know any people, isn't that the saddest phrase to say? Well, you go to the bank, you go to the doctor, you have a mother, you have a father, you have siblings. The list goes on and on about the amount of people you really know. Here is an insurance. We all have insurance. So here's an insurance broker who you're paying a monthly fee to every month. Don't you think it'll be a wonderful thing to invite that person to come and see? Because that's all we do. Come and see and let your heart be touched. In the last few lines of the numbers of people I don't know, there's a rugby coach, there's the drama teacher, there's the social worker, there's the tailor, there's the baker. You buy bread from him, show him a way that it will be so wonderful to be doing what he loves to do, which is bake bread. I love the odor of fresh baked bread. But have an opportunity to go a bit further. And this last three is the most funniest. Have you ever had someone come and do service to your appliance in your home, like the plumber, like the guy who fixed your refrigerator? But also the computer service, which we all live for, and the one at the peer service. But the garden service is the best because he makes your home look so beautiful. So when you think, I don't know any people, the list and the line of people that you do know is there. But first, you have got to recognize you are one of those people also. That is why someone invited you. And this is where Elisabeth is going to really give a wonderful part that makes everything start coming together. Elisabeth, it's your turn.
Yeah. Yeah, this objection is so cool. I don't like selling. I'm not a salesperson. And just so you know, for your information, we are all salespeople. You are a silent salesperson because when you like something, you want to share the experience. Like I always say, if I go to like a restaurant, if I travel, if I find something that's really cool, really nice, I want to share it with everybody. I'd say, come, let's go have dinner at this place because I love this place. And Adele has a wonderful story about that. And so it's like, let's go there. Let's have supper there. Let's enjoy the place. Adele, would you share that story with us about this restaurant, this guy you met in a restaurant and you took everybody there?
Hi, Elisabeth. Yeah, we all like to go to restaurants. So for my birthday, I took my family to a restaurant because they hadn't been there, a new one in our neighborhood, and I just knew they would love it, and they did. The waiter was just amazing. He was so friendly. He was so accommodating. We had some special needs that we had in terms of dietary needs. And we started chatting to him, and turned out he was from the same birth country as myself. I'm born in what is now Zimbabwe. It used to be called Rhodesia, but we could pick it up immediately on his accent. So we started chatting to him and talking to him, and yeah, we ended up inviting him to join Gift of Legacy. He hasn't joined yet, but I've shared the information, periodically send him information. And I know when I go back there again, either he's going to be avoiding me or I'm going to be looking for him. It's more likely to be the latter. But wherever you are, there's an opportunity to share with someone. And just like we were sharing Gift of Legacy with him, I have told so many people about the restaurant, and obviously I put pictures on social media and told everyone about it, and my parents told people about it, and they are planning to go back there with their friends. My son was so impressed, he's going to go there with his friends when he's back on vacation again. So that's how we were marketing a restaurant, but in the same time we were sharing Gift of Legacy. So it's very easy. If you just share from your heart, you can do it anywhere, Elisabeth.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Adele. I just love this story, especially, when you say it's so nice and the food was so great. It's like, we would all want to go there. So when we go to Johannesburg, we just pop into that restaurant. Yes, yes, yes. So, so we are all silent salespeople. We are always selling stuff, whether we know it or not, because in Gift of Legacy, we are simply messengers of hope. This gifting community is about helping people change their lives for the better. And it doesn't matter, you can talk with anybody. Then you're going to love this. This gifting community is about sharing from heart to heart. That's what it's all about. So one of the things that, we really invite you is to understand the heart of this gifting community. When you understand it and you really get to know what it's all about and the love that's in it, then you're sharing, then you'll understand what you're sharing with others. And that'll be enough, because people will just see it in your face. They'll just see the love, they'll just see the energy of what you are sharing, because they'll know it's true. So, Bev, let's go with our next one. I have to think about this.
Well, I think they're all very hilarious, because I have heard them from people that I have invited. And the question that I have to ask whenever someone tells me I have to think about it is this: what other questions do you have about what you have seen? Tell me about it, because if I don't know the answer, I will be able to go and find it, because my heart wants me to do what I know I'm supposed to do since I met Gift of Legacy, which is, this is for humanity. And then you could also ask, would you like to watch another Zoom call? We have so many in our library of YouTube and wherever else they are. But the thing to think about is this: what else do you need to know that you can make a decision for this to be right for you? See, when I asked the person who invited me, you mean you telling me I only have to invite 2 people? I have got a lot of people that I love. So I started to ask other people, and here's the thing that I find. Some of the people told me that they would like to book a private Zoom with leaders to answer their questions. But I'd love to learn and improve what specifically is holding them back from deciding on this today. See, when you decide today after seeing something that makes your heart just jump and feel so good, what else is there? Then there might be something that doesn't make sense to you yet. Is there anything I can do right now to make this work for you? Most people have not found the right now that is needed in their lives to really feel what gift of legacy really is all about when they are invited to come and see and start learning. Because that was the other part that got me. I was not technologically savvy whatsoever. And 2 years later, I'm here presenting, not only presenting, but bringing people more than two, because it gives the joy that Adele felt when she said her son enjoyed it, her father enjoyed it. And Elisabeth now will give one of the other parts that is an hilarious answer about it when you're invited to come to see the magic of gift of legacy.
One second, one second. Hello. Kicked out?
You got kicked out?
Hello?
No, you're there.
I think I got kicked out. One second, please.
I can hear you.
Oh, you can hear me. Great. Just let me see if I can change my network.
You didn't leave
Okay.
us, Elisabeth.
I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. So the next issue is my focus is on something else. You know what? Not now. And let's just go back a few years, not many. Sometimes, I just lose track of years. I don't know if it happens to you guys. I even
Yeah.
lose track of my, how old am I? And I get like, how old am I? So what year is this? When was it born? That's how I calculate it. But in any case, just think 5 years ago, what happened? 5 years ago. How many of you lost your jobs? How many of you lost everything you had, including family, friends, businesses? How many of you? The world changed, even though we forget it. Because after we stopped using masks in 2022, at least here in Spain, 2022, no more masks. Okay. And then as if nothing happened. And just remember, we've just come out of a terrible, terrible thing that happened to us, to all of us. And we shouldn't be the same. I don't know if we'll ever be the same, but we shouldn't. We should take that as a huge lesson. What are we doing to have that legacy? What are we doing to have that money available if something like this happens again? Because it can happen. We never thought it would happen, but it could happen again. So ask yourself a couple of questions when people say, oh, my focus is on something else. Okay, great. So if you ask yourself any of these questions and the answer is no to any of those questions, I know you'll just love gift of legacy. So question number 1, do you truly love your something else? Does it make you happy? Do you always want to work for somebody else, for a boss? Are you satisfied with your current salary? Maybe yes, maybe no, I don't know. Do you see yourself in this something else or doing this something else until you retire? Are you happy with the amount of time of leave that you get? Have you answered no to any of those? Would you like to create, let's go on the other side. So would you like to create a plan B now to build and add to that something else. You don't have to, brush it off. No, you can continue doing that something else. It's part of your life. And if it's something that you love, like I do a lot of something else's. And if those something else's make me happy, I'll keep on doing them. But I also keep on doing gift of legacy. And just so you know, there are many professionals, doctors, lawyers, dentists, who are enjoying this gifting community, therapists, psychologists. There's a whole bunch of people here, a whole bunch of professionals in gift of legacy who are enjoying this gifting community. So hop in, and don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. So Bev, is this a multi-level marketing thing, a scheme or network, or what is it? Is it?
Gift of legacy is not a multi-level marketing or networking structure at all. You join with $25 or $100, an unconditional, non-refundable gift that is sent to the legend on the board. Well, you are on the board that you're on. This other part is really wonderful. It is a person-to-person gifting community. I used to be an MLM. I have nothing against it, but I prefer gifting than selling at the moment. And there is no company, broker, or trader or middle person involved. Our user-friendly website automatically manages placement on the boards. That part is even better because you don't have to go searching. And Gift of Legacy is created out of love for the community. And when I heard that in 2022, that this was created for humanity to get out of the hole that they found themselves in when we went through that experience, because it was an experience to go through. Now, the power of Gift of Legacy is in the perpetual cycle on all 5 boards. Now, 6 boards. Now, 7 boards. And we grow. There are millions of people involved in gifting communities globally. Don't let the simplicity of this system make you think this is too good to be true. When you come to that part of your life where you have been there, done that, and still praying to be able to get ahead of the game that you are, the hamster game, over and over in the same spot, this is where you find what you have been dreaming and praying about. Elisabeth, I'm going to leave this part to you because this is the most nice way of saying, I don't understand.
I love that. No. People say no. It's going to happen.
Yes.
It's going to happen. And it's going to happen from the people you like, you say, what? The people you really think are going to say yes, all of a sudden say no. And I'm like, oh my God, okay. I've been so surprised by the people who have said no to me, because they're very, very people who are really giving from the heart. They give all the time. And they said no. I said, okay. So I just did. So it's not personal. It's not personal. It's their point of view. Okay? So no is just not right now. Remember what I told you at the beginning, that some people just say no because they love saying no at the beginning of everything? Do you want ice cream? No, I'm on a diet. And then when they see you eating ice cream, they say, can I have a little bit? Yeah. Have you ever had that experience? So that's no. Okay? So don't take it personally. It's not no, they're not saying no to you. They're saying no to what they don't understand. They're saying no to what is happening to them. And if they say no, don't make any assumptions. Just ask, why not? Why not? Because they may be overwhelmed at work. I don't have time to think about this. Okay. So I'll just follow up on you in about 2 months. You never know. Processing a shock or trauma. Like, when you're in shock or trauma, you don't want to hear about anything. Putting some boundaries in place, like I need to control my stuff. Okay. Dealing with an illness. So when you're sick, I don't know if you're sick or if somebody you love is sick, it's really, 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 it really takes so much energy from you. Prioritizing family. So whatever time I have, I want to dedicate to my children, to my wife, to my husband, to my mother. Distracted by an unexpected life change. You never know. COVID, an earthquake. Just heard about the earthquake in Japan. Needing some silence and space. And that's also important. So no can also, no, when you hear a no, and that's maybe our greatest fear of rejection. It's like, I don't want to hear a no. Yeah. But it's all about timing, really. Is this no? I mean, circumstances change all the time. They are like seasons, and they usually change every 90 days. And sometimes they change overnight. Like all of a sudden, life changes, yes? All of a sudden, life changes. You cannot force someone to comprehend a message that they're not ready to receive. You can't push this. And please don't push anybody to come into gift of legacy just to please you. Don't, because they're going to be a stone in your shoe. It's not going to work that way. If they don't see it from their heart, if they don't understand it, don't, in fact, just say, it's not your time. Please don't come in. I've said it a couple of times. Like people who, okay, I'll register. I have the money, but I don't believe in this. So we don't know. Nobody wants that money. It's not about the $100. It's not about the $25. It's about creating community. It's about creating a gifting community. So it's not about the money. I mean, money is eventually, but it's not about that. So please don't underestimate, the power of planting a seed. That's what we do. We're always planting a seed, like boom, 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 boom. So just keep watering it, come around, ask people again. So how are you? Would you like to talk about this thing I told you about? Talking about people, my hairdresser, I had mentioned her, I really want to talk to you about this. And life happened. I forgot. This time I went there, she said, we haven't talked. I said, yes, we haven't talked. We have to talk. Yeah. So I'm planning a coffee break with her. So that'll be great. And so you'll be amazed with what happens. And just to close this off, and we'll have a chance to chat a little bit more, I just want to present to you the fourfold way of Angeles Arian. Says that in the medicine wheel, there are 4 types of energy. One is the warrior that says, I'm present and I stay present. And I would love for all of us, all of you who are in gift of legacy, to feel that. You are a warrior. You are a leader, because this is not something people understand. So you are leading the way to something completely new. I'm present and I stay present. You're a visionary. You are a visionary. Say the truth without blaming or judging. There's no need to blame or judge. Just say the truth. You are a healer. You're healing the world with gift of legacy. You are healing the world. You're healing communities. You're helping people out. Follow your heart, follow your passion. And the teacher says, and you have to teach people, you have to let them know what this thing is about. Get prepared and be open to outcome. Be open to outcome. And how can you be open to outcome? Just remember, whenever it starts, it starts. So when people come in, it's when people come in. Whenever it's over, it's over. And if they have to leave, they have to leave. You can't say no to someone says, okay, no, I don't want to. I'm going to skip this. Okay. It's people. Whoever are present are the right people. The people who are present are the right people. And whatever happens is what needs to happen. I love that one. Whatever happens is what needs to happen. I just feel that whatever happens, whether you feel it's wrong or right or whatever, is exactly what needs to happen. So with that, we close our presentation.
Wow, that was beautiful. Beautiful, ladies. Thank you, Bev. Thank you, Elisabeth. Certainly is food for thought, because sometimes we get so hung up on all the little small details, and we get worried about what people are going to think of us, what they're going to say about us. And it's actually so simple. We're the ones that complicate it. If you go and look at the English Telegram group now, you'll see I shared that picture that was on the invite. And it says, this looks like a pyramid scheme to me. It's got the CEO, and then it's got the vice CEOs or whatever they are. We'll call them the managers, and then the supervisors, and then the workers. A normal job, no matter what business you're in, is a perfect pyramid scheme. I just have to put it in context like this. So it's the Olympics right now, right? All the big CEOs of all of the companies are there. All the presidents are there. All the celebrities are there. Companies are going there with their big CEOs and their managers. Yes, they're taking some lucky clients with them. I have a client, and she was lucky to win a competition with one of the banks here in South Africa, and her and her husband were flown to Paris for 3 nights to go and watch the Olympics. It really does happen. I mean, I know this woman. But the thing is, so many of these big shots, I call them the big shots, they're the ones that get all the perks, all the favors, all the holidays, all the good stuff. And the workers get nothing. You don't even hear about them. You hear nothing. A normal job is a pyramid scheme. And we sometimes are so fixed in what is normal for us that anything online is called all sorts of incredible things. And yet, Elisabeth didn't say it tonight, and I wish she had. It's her favorite saying. How can it be illegal to give a gift? You're giving a gift to somebody. You're giving a gift to somebody. People don't understand online. So thank you, ladies. Thank you for diving deeper into objections. What I've done is opened up the chat. If you would like to type a question, and Bev, Elisabeth, myself, Ike is here, one of our other presenters, we'll try and answer, give our input. And if any of you have experienced an objection and have had a very clever way of answering it, tell us, let us know. Because this is how we grow as a family. So who would like to say something? Ask a question. comment.
Hi. Hi.
Hi, what's your name?
Hi. I would like to introduce myself. My name is Ricardo. Last name is Joseph. And I am from Atlanta, Georgia area in America. And I'm calling through Sorensen Video Relay Service. I'm communicating through sign language, and she will be voicing for me. I have been in Gift of Legacy since April of 2005. Or 24, sorry. And then the Gift of Legacy, I saw this. I just feel, wow, this was just a right time for me. And I'm trying to give people in the area that need it. Because I've done my research for 2 months prior to joining. I studied, trying to figure out what it was. And I was like, yes. After that, I have invited 6 people to join. And that day, the same day, they signed up. And it just blossomed after that. And so now I have over 250 people, and it's continually grow. And they're most active as well, and the ball is just running, and I've seen people, their lives have just changed. And I'm so thrilled for this. And I can see it in they're smiling more, their demeanor is more, they have more friends out in the community. There's somebody from Iraq, from Japan, Lebanon, Africa, Germany. All of them are deaf. They all communicate with sign language, different sign languages for their respective countries. And it's just growing and it's changing people's lives. And so thank you so much, Gift of Legacy, for giving this. I don't have to pay a monthly bill for it. It's just, it's just amazing. You can just, it's not really recruiting. It's not an MLM. It's not designed like that. But this is just amazing for family and friends. And it just develops a wonderful friendship. And that people need this. Everybody needs this. And I've seen it myself. I experienced it at work for many, many years. I've suffered with so much pain in my body at work. So much is going on. And I decided to join this. And man, I can just see for myself, my nephew, the first time in his life, I've never seen it, but he's just blossomed in his eyes. I just see the change. And I've seen him grow up, and I'm like, wow. I understand why my mother and everyone in the here feels so connected with their children. I can see that. I would say, okay, yeah, it's fine. I prefer to work. I can see that for myself, but no, my life has completely changed. My nephew's life has changed, and I just have a developing relationship with him for the last 3 years. He's just an amazing boy, and I just feel so connected with him. And I can understand how all of you feel with this. And I'm continuing to do this service of Gift of Legacy from here on out. Thank you.
Ricardo, it is lovely to meet you. I met Ricardo via the Telegram group, and it's taken us a long time to see each other face to face. He's already met our dear friend Edgar, who has been on some Zoom calls. And about half an hour before this evening's presentation, Ricardo said to me, "This is what I need you to do." And I was like, I don't know how to do that, because that's what we do, right? But I said, let me see what I can do. And I quickly came on Zoom and I asked Elizabeth. I could have just said,
yes,
no.
To add the audio, it just worked
Yeah.
from there on out, and it was fine.
Yeah. I could have just said no to Ricardo,
Then
because
somebody can hear
we used to our comfort zones, right? And now how beautiful Ricardo has now found a way that he can join our Zoom calls. And you're very, very welcome. Thank you.
Yay! Well, thank you. And then our team is going to join, and there'll be more there, and there'll be an interpreter as well.
Oh, that's going to be fantastic. Fantastic. So now I've got another language to learn. I've been learning all sorts of languages, I do know how to sign my name in sign. I am a therapist, but I've never learned to do sign language. But now I'm going to have to learn to do sign language. So welcome and thank you. We are so glad you're here. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, just keep learning. Keep going.
Thank you
Oh,
so
so
much.
beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, we hear. We hear.
Oh, and one more thing real quick.
Mhm.
One more
Yeah.
thing I'd like to add.
Sure.
Okay. I wanted to let you know, I know you're thinking, you're a big vision, a big plan for this. I'm already involved in, I'm in the bronze, and I'm going to jump to silver group. I'm in the bronze group. I'm going to go to silver. Total of 4 times crown legend. I have 4-time crown legend. But I'm seeing something that you were said on the table that's a little bit frustrating with the platform. There's a little bit of issues that people aren't very friendly. They're not very responsive. It's hard to contact people. But when I was thinking, we're going to start and set it up the coal table. It's going to start this. And as soon as I have people that are ready to join, I will show the world that Cole and Honda will work with 2 plus 2. And that's it. I don't need more than that. It's
That's
just
the
show
way
a
to do it.
representation of how it just filters in. It'll be around 300 people that have ready to register. They haven't registered yet, but they will. And so I look forward to that. I'm trying to get people to see that and understand clearly how this works so that they can join. They're thinking, oh, gift and legacy, it's not that big a deal. But no, it really is. So I do want to show you the Cole to see how that works, and so that we can have an admin team to support that foundation, to have meetings, to have trainings, to have educational opportunities, to have ready so that people can learn the process, just the basic process before they develop and to be successful. It's going to be open soon. I'm interviewing people right now to start that, and we'll have that call soon. I'm so excited,
Brilliant.
and I look forward to that. Just so you know, if you have any questions, just let me know.
We can maybe assist you because we've done an extensive training on coal and how it works. And Elisabeth did a beautiful presentation, which we're going to do on Tuesday evening again, called the 4 attractions. So you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Most of the training you need is here. And the new participants document is going to have active links that you can click to go to all of these trainings, to find the presentation slides and to use them. But in terms of the coal training, it's a training that I did with Edgar early in the year, and I would be willing to come and share it on your Zoom and help you with that as well.
Okay. Yep. All right. Well, thank you.
Okay. Thanks, Ricardo. It's lovely to meet you. Thank you. Thank you so much for
Beautiful.
translating.
Yes,
Beautiful.
you too.
Thank you. Turia,
Hello, everybody.
ahoy.
Ricardo,
Hello.
ahoy, ahoy. Ricardo, oh, he's gone.
No,
Is
he's there.
Ricardo?
No, he's
there.
here.
He's still
I'm
there.
still here.
Ricardo, can you show us gift of legacy in hand language? Gift
How
of
do you
legacy.
say gift of
I'm
legacy?
sorry. Can you
with
repeat the
sign?
question?
How do you say gift of legacy in sign language?
It signs like this. There's an L and an F, and you put them together and you swipe it. So it's like this. You make this kind of a hand shape. You have 5 fingers, and you bring your index and your thumb together. And then your other hand is in the shape of an L, and you swipe that F hand shape in front of the L. That's how you sign Gift of Legacy.
Wonderful. There you
How
go. We learned
beautiful.
something new.
Super, super, super. Wow.
That's amazing. That's
Thanks to Lydia for
amazing.
asking that. Yeah, how beautiful.
That's stunning. I love it. Other comments, questions? Nope. Everybody happy? Elisabeth, Bev, comments. Ike, comments. Is Ike still here? Ike, what would you like to say?
Yeah, just to thank Bev and Elizabeth. You guys are stars. Proud of you. You speak to our hearts. Elizabeth, Bev, you speak to our hearts. We can hear you, heart to heart. We hear you. We're just so proud of you. You make such a difference to all of us. Right at the beginning, I told Adele that my desire is that I must take a leaf from what she does for the world and go and actually touch people's lives. And I see that growing as you communicate, and we can hear your heartbeat. Just thank you for dealing with those objections that are so real that we face every day, just to give us tips how to actually deal with that. So proud of you, ladies. Thanks, Adele, for the seeds that you've planted. I'm proud of you, Adele. The passion that you speak with, the conviction that you speak with, protecting the GL. We see you even just when we are with custodians, that you're so jealous of this gift of legacy and you wanted to actually touch people's lives. And
Yes.
that rubbed on us. We are also as protective as you are, Adele. And thank you for who you are and what you mean to all of us. Thanks.
Yes,
Thanks,
Adele.
Bahai.
Yes, Adele. Those words of the Latin American community that says, todos somos custodios y Adele es chévere, is truly, truly what gift of legacy stands for. I mean, you did not, when you started, you were not like this, but you grew. And it is the most beautiful thing to be a part of, is growing and watching other people grow. That love starts to come out, because we have been so closed in and we don't want to, we won't give love. No. We cannot even wonder if we can get love. But I found that when I saw Gift of Legacy for the first time, I was not listening to their words. I felt a wonderful vibration when they said, this is to help humanity get out of the hole they're in, but it's got to be done with love, and the money will follow. A lot of people do not believe that, because they're so accustomed to going after the money. I got a job, I get a raise. No. And then you become with ulcers all over your stomach. And then you become so closed in because you do not know who to trust. I trust everyone that I have met in Gift of Legacy, and I keep telling them, don't stop loving. That is the secret. Thank you, Adele. Thanks, Elisabeth. Thanks, my dear brother Ike.
Thanks, Bev. Elisabeth,
Yeah.
you have the last word.
I just want to say thank you, Adele, for always thinking about new things. What can we do to help people understand? What can we do to help people really know what Gift of Legacy is all about? I know there's some surprises coming up. So Adele is preparing such a wonderful document that we'll be using as our base to work with people. So that'll be amazing. Yes. And I'm sure we'll be working around that document bit by bit, piece by piece, so everybody has a chance to really understand it. And I just want to, I mean, you guys, there's 25 people here. You guys are the warriors. You are the leaders. So help the other people. Just push your people, push your lineage. Tell them to come. Tell them to learn. Tell them to be here. Because if they're not here, we can't, how can we push this thing on? So let's just do that. You are the warriors. So yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Adele. Thank you, Bev, for sharing today's presentation. For your, you guys, for your kind words, all of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
And thanks, Ricardo. What a breath of fresh air to meet somebody. Let's see if we can all remember how to do gift of legacy. How do we do gift of legacy? Is it like that? Is it like that? Here we go.
That's right, yeah.
Just like
There
that.
we go.
That's
Gift
how
of
you sign
legacy.
it.
There we
This
go.
is the
We've
sign
got
for
it.
Gift of Legacy.
Beautiful, everybody. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful weekend in South Africa. We have a public holiday tomorrow. It is Women's Day in South Africa. So honor all the women and all the power ladies, all the phenomenal women who make a difference in our lives, but not forgetting the role that the wonderful men have in our lives as well. So to everybody in South Africa, have a lovely day tomorrow. And to the rest of the world, have a great weekend. We'll see you on Tuesday evening. We're going to introduce Gift of Legacy in a different way because we're not going to just do the normal presentation. We'll see you then. Thanks, everybody. Good night. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.